Big news coming in months after India destroyed several terror establishments in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir under Operation Sindoor. A Jaish-e-Mohammed commander has admitted that the family of Masood Azhar, the terror group's top commander, was torn into pieces, quote-unquote, in strikes on Bahawalpur. In a viral video on the internet, JeM commander Masood Ilyas Kashmiri can be heard explaining how the Indian armed forces entered their hideout and attacked them. Jaish-e-Mohammed has admitted that the family of its founder, Masood Azhar, was targeted in India's Operation Sindoor strikes in the terror camps. In that viral video, you can hear Ilyas Kashmiri confirming that the attack on the 7th of May tore apart Azhar's skin, marking the first official acknowledgement in this incident.
ये कलयाता, ये टेररिज्म, ये दहशतगर्दी की बकवास सीने के साथ लगाए इस मुल्क की नजरियाती जुग्राफियाई सरहदों के लिए कभी हम दिल्ली से टकराए, कभी हम काबुल में टकराए, कभी हम कंधार से टकराए। सब कुछ कुर्बान करने के बाद 7 मई को बहावलपुर के अंदर मौलाना मसूद अजहर की फैमिली के लोग बहने और बेटे और बच्चे रेजा रेजा हो गए, टुकड़ों में तकसीम हो गए।
Here's what the man on your screen is saying, and I'm going to quote him here. Embracing terrorism, we fought Delhi, Kabul and Kandahar for protecting the borders of this country. After sacrificing everything, on the 7th of May, Maulana Masood Azhar's family was torn apart by Indian forces in Bahawalpur, is what Kashmiri said. Shiv Arur now joining me. Shiv, this is big. It's the first time you're getting an official acknowledgement here.
And no less than, the senior most commander
Yes.
of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, Ilyas Kashmiri, a man you don't see very often, a man who happens to be on India's most wanted list. He himself on a public platform, Vedika, with a huge amount of security behind him, acknowledging that there was damage to Maulana Masood Azhar's family. This was known previously, but you're right, this is big because this is a categorical confirmation from the inside of the Jaish-e-Mohammed for the first time. There were some local reports in Lahore and elsewhere talking about how 8 persons from Maulana Masood Azhar's family had been killed in the strikes, the opening day of the strikes on the 7th of May. But Ilyas Kashmiri saying it is a categorical confirmation. The second aspect is look at all the security behind Ilyas Kashmiri in the video itself. This is an incredible amount of security on a public platform in what seems like not an event that is being hidden at all. He also acknowledges that senior commanders of the military of Pakistan were ordered by the general headquarters to attend the funerals of the family members who were killed, terrorists who were killed in Bahawalpur and elsewhere. He categorically says that, and that in many ways is also a huge headline because we've seen 1 or 2 still photographs of those funeral events where you had military personnel, possibly local government officials as well, attending to pay their respects to people who are explicitly known to be dead terrorists who were killed in Operation Sindoor on the 7th of May. So this is Ilyas Kashmiri, the senior most commander of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, acknowledging the damage, acknowledging that family members of Maulana Masood Azhar was dead. He does not talk about where or in what condition Maulana Masood Azhar is. He was not believed to have been in Bahawalpur when Operation Sindoor actually happened. He is believed to be somewhere in Rawalpindi and has been for many years under very strict protection. But the fact that the link between the ISI, the general headquarters and the terrorists who died as instrumentalities of the state is something that is confirmed here by Ilyas Kashmiri.
Aditya Raj Kaul also joining me, but before going back to him, Shiv, why now? Why has Kashmiri come out with this video now? Why has he rather made this statement now?
Well, the damage in Bahawalpur was extensive, Vedika. The seminary of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, a couple of their training facilities in and around the city were very materially damaged. Now, we don't have a number as to how many people were killed on the inside, but the damage was not just hugely substantive in terms of entire establishments being razed to the ground, but a large number of cadre and trainers were likely to have been killed. People who conducted the pre preachings in these seminaries are likely to have either been killed or injured. So there was a huge shake-up to the very nerve center of the Jaish-e-Mohammed. Now, for an organization, a terror outfit to actually function, if the nerve center is destabilized, nothing else really works. The launch pads, the terror training facilities in POK, etc., they begin to stop functioning because the leadership has been targeted, and India has demonstrated that those nerve centers are not out of reach and they can be hit with devastating accuracy. So Ilyas Kashmiri coming out on a public platform, baring his fangs, chest beating, acknowledging what's happening, achieves two things very quickly. One, it kind of re-energizes the cadre of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, plants a little bit of anger in them about the fact that the family of their leader has been targeted by India, gives them a sense of purpose, tries to re-galvanize the cadre, and also signals perhaps recuperation and a rebuilding of whatever has been damaged there. So that's what this really is about.
Shiv, do stay with me. I want to replay that video out for our viewers who are just joining in, after which we will go to Aditya Raj call.
ये कलहत, ये टेररिज्म, ये दहशतगर्दी की बकवास सीने के साथ लगाए इस मुल्क की नजरियाती जुग्राफियाई सरहदों के लिए कभी हम दिल्ली से टकराए, कभी हम काबुल में टकराए, कभी हम कंधार से टकराए, सब कुछ कुर्बान करने के बाद 7 मई को बहावलपुर के अंदर मौलाना मसूद अजहर की फैमिली के लोग, बहने और बेटे और बच्चे रेजा रेजा हो गए, टुकड़ों में तकसीम हो गए.
All right, there's more breaking news coming. The Jaish commander also gave clear proof of Pakistan Army's terror links. Jaish commander Ilyas Kashmiri also said that it was the Pakistan Army chief who sent his generals to attend the funeral of terrorists killed in Operation Sindoor, something that Shiv Arur has already pointed out. Shiv, that once again establishes the nexus that India has already exposed over and over again.
That link is something that's been an open secret for many years. We talk about it freely, that there is a nexus between the general headquarters of the Pakistan military and the, the terror outfits like the Lashkar-e-Taiba, the Jaish-e-Mohammed, the Hizbul Mujahideen. But nowhere has there been more explicit than in those video clips and local media photographs that emerged literally one day after the opening day of the attacks. That is the 8th of May in the newspapers in the Bahawalpur, Lahore area of Pakistani Punjab. You actually saw media reports with photographs of the funerals of some of those terrorists with the uniformed military personnel from the Pakistan Army and other arms in attendance. It was brazen. Something of this kind has happened before in a much more hush-hush, hidden, indicative kind of manner. But I think in the face of an all-out onslaught by India on the terror machinery in Pakistan, that nexus kind of broke out into the open. And there's no real point hiding it anymore. The Pakistan military, the Pakistan government has acknowledged the existence of the Jaish-e-Mohammed. They've never admitted to having been the progenitor or the, the funder and the armor and the trainer of these organizations. But this was very, very plain to see. And even in the image of Ilyas Kashmiri in that speech, I wouldn't be very surprised if some of the people you see in the background are Pakistan military regulars, Vedika.
Shiv, do stay with me. We'll also be going to Aditya Raj call in a moment from now, but let's listen into that second video that we're talking about here.
डर की बात नहीं है. मौलाना की तरबियत, मौलाना का तरीका, उसलूब और मनहज, मौलाना का एतदाल और मौलाना की सच्चाई बता रही है कि भावलपुर के अंदर वो मासूम 2-2, 4-4, 5 साल के बच्चों के ताबूत निकलते हैं और इधर GH उसे आर्मी चीफ ऑर्डर जारी करता है कि इन शुहादा के ताबूतों को सलामी दी जाए. कोर कमांडर इनके जनाजे में शरीक होगा, फजाइया इनके जनाजों पर पहरा देगी, आर्मी के जवान अपनी वर्दी के अंदर इनको सलामी पेश करेंगे. 25 साल सबर, हिम्मत, इस्तिकामत के बाद आज हम रियासत को, बर्री और बहरी फजाई अफवाज को जिहादी नजरिए के ऊपर लेकर आए हैं।
Shiv Arur still with me. Shiv, one of India's most wanted there on the terror stage, exposing the General Munir terror tango.
You know, Vedika, the ironic thing is that Pakistan moved from the grey list of the Financial Action Task Force, which is the United Nations terror financing watchdog last year, and it was in the clear. You've had President Trump in a very romantic tango with Field Marshal Munir this year on the back of Operation Sindoor, and then you have these pictures. You've had the Central Command Chief of the United States call the Pakistan an awesome partner when it comes to terror. He was recently awarded with Pakistan's highest military decoration. So the diplomatic friendship between the US and Pakistan in the wake of Operation Sindoor is going to be very, very embarrassing to certain sections of the US machinery in light of these pictures. This is a wanted terrorist by the world's largest democracy, like you rightly said, on stage, spewing venom, threatening violence, and establishing, in no uncertain phrases, the direct link between the Pakistan military and one of the world's most wanted terror organizations, which, mind you, is also designated a terror organization by the United States and the United Nations. So therefore, I hope the next time there is a press conference in the United States, someone asks, either Marco Rubio or President Trump himself what he thinks about a commander of the JeM flaunting his links with the Pakistan military, an organization that is designated a terror group by Trump's administration itself.
Shiv, thanks for joining us on that big story. Aditya Rajkaul also with us. Aditya, a big admission there by Ilyas Kashmiri, nothing that India didn't know of earlier, but the timing is also interesting.
Well, the timing is interesting that, of course, months after Operation Sindoor, first big admission coming here on NDTV with Masood Ilyas Kashmiri, the top commander of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, claiming that several family members of the Jaish chief, Masood Azhar, were in fact killed in the 9 terror camps and headquarters that were attacked by the Indian armed forces during Operation Sindoor. He goes on to in fact say that we have given blood for Pakistan and this is what happens. And he also admits to the big collaboration between the Pakistani military, the ISI, and of course Jaish-e-Mohammed terror organization that has found safe shelter, a safe haven in Pakistan for many, many years. I can also confirm here on NDTV now that top intelligence officers of India and the NIA officers of India have confirmed to NDTV that this indeed is Masood Ilyas Kashmiri. He is a top commander of Jaish-e-Mohammed from Bahawalpur in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and Masood Ilyas Kashmiri has been involved in several of the terror attacks in Jammu and Kashmir, the biggest of all, the Sujawan military station terror attack in 2018 in Jammu, in which several of our army personnel were killed as well, and 3 to 4 dreaded terrorists were eliminated. Masood Ilyas Kashmiri has been involved in the training of the cadre of Jaish-e-Mohammed in Bahawalpur and several other areas along the India-Pakistan line of control. So it's a big admission coming in at a rally. Not just is a public rally being held in Pakistan in support of Jaish-e-Mohammed and terror organizations, with Masood Ilyas Kashmiri, a designated terrorist, openly flaunting that Pakistani military was saluting and giving last honor and respect to the terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed and their family members who were killed on 7th May during Operation Sindoor, but now also threatening India once again. So this is for the world community to see an open proof, a blatant terror organization coming out in Pakistan, on Pakistani soil, without any fear of fervor, and launching another attack on India, and big admission on Operation Sindoor.
And Aditya, look at the way he's bragging here, Kashmiri. The way he's talking about how the Pakistani army chief and his lieutenants are at the disposal of this terrorist organization. When he talks about how he had his officers, the army chief, sent to attend the funeral of terrorists, something that we've also, of course, harped on here at NDTV over the last few months. But look at the way he brags about it.
Well, that's right. We saw pictures of the Pakistani military, the Pakistani police and the district administration giving the last salute and honor to the terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Toiba very openly after Operation Sindoor's first day on 7th May. Those pictures are proof enough of Pakistan's direct involvement in terrorism against India and this so-called proxy war. Apart from that, we have exclusively reported how Lashkar-e-Toiba headquarters in Muridke was also attacked, and now again in the last couple of weeks Pakistan is supporting financially Lashkar-e-Toiba to rebuild the headquarters in Muridke of Punjab in Pakistan. And now comes this yet another blatant proof of Pakistani involvement in terrorism, with Jaish-e-Mohammed commander Masood Ilyas Kashmiri not just admitting ties with the Pakistani military and the deep state, but admitting how in the Operation Sindoor it was a major success when Jaish-e-Mohammed chiefs, family members being killed. So of course he's trying to radicalize youth, he's trying to radicalize the cadre of Jaish-e-Mohammed, do more recruitment, get more finances for rebuilding Jaish-e-Mohammed, for a fresh wave of terror against India in the Indian Union territory of Jammu and Kashmir. But I'm pretty sure that the Indian agencies are very well prepared. India's security, entire guard across the line of control at the international border is very strong, from the army to the BSF. They are very much vigilant in that area. But a massive proof here on NDTV of Jaish-e-Mohammed admitting